Back in the shop. Got 4 more of these grinding discs, 3M, for the die grinder. So that should do me for that. Today, the plan, it's colder in here today, and I'm just in a t-shirt. Today, the plan is to do the majority of everything except for that spot right there. I'd like to do this spot, little crack in the door right there, the spot on the hood, and whatever other little things I can find. And then I'll see how I feel about that when we get to it. So let's get to it. Alright, so I'm about half hour in. I got the spots on the hood all ground down and the whole section that's going to get primered. So this was an old repair once again, and this body filler had cracked up. Very thin layer. So I'm just gonna, everywhere where it cracked, I just sanded it down, and I'm gonna fill it again with some lightweight filler and get it all leveled out and get some primer on this section here. So that's it for the hood, other than a couple little nicks, which I'll worry about right before I paint. It's really dark over in this corner, sorry. Been running the compressor straight, so got this little spot here ground down, and there's a little crack there. I'll probably tack that because it's just going to crack again, even though I'm replacing the door. I'll probably throw a couple tacks on that and grind it down. I got this spot ground down, little spot here. All the chips are ground down here. Little spot there. This spot was actually really deep, and I've been grinding at it for about 20 minutes, well, 15 minutes or so, trying to get it all. And I haven't got it all yet, but it's still very solid, so I'll be able to get all that out so it doesn't come back. A couple spots here too, I just noticed. Sorry, filming my arm. And then I guess next is I'll get a coat of lightweight on all that stuff. And then because of potential need for a little bit more work in here, I'm going to get lightweight filler on that. Not on this spot. On this, every other spot except for right here. And then I'm going to pull all this trim off. And because this is going quicker than I thought it would. So pull all this trim off and we'll go from there. Alright. Busted out the old welder. So there was a hole right here about the size of a pea, and it was really thick steel around it, so I just filled it up with weld. Just a flux core junk welder. So I'm going to grind that down now, and at least there'll be some good structure there. It was a very small spot, and yeah, I got little things hanging off. But that should be plenty good. So I'm going to grind that down, and I made sure to keep the panel cool here. I also welded up this little crack. Flux core welder, so I mean it's nothing fancy, right? So little Mastercraft 70 amps, so this is like USA's Harbor Freight equivalent type thing. Maybe slightly better than that. 70 amp flux core. So I'll get back to you in a sec when I get this ground down. Well, this is what my car is saying to me right now. Dude, I almost had you. You never had me. You never had your car. Took this stainless panel off here, and it's hiding some rust. So this was just a bubble. I put my finger through it, ground it down. Obviously, I'm not going to pack that with fiberglass filler. Still got little touch-ups to do here, but this is looking good. So I didn't think I had any sheet metal, and I didn't want to go to town for it. And I remembered that when my old toolbox fell off the trailer when I was moving, I had this kicking around, and this is steel. So I'm going to cut a section out of this right here, and that's going to be my patch for that. So that's what I'm doing now. Alright, well, if anybody ever wonders why I'm taking all these off and I'm not putting them back on, this here is a prime example. So I took this one off and it's rotted out here, and this lip here is rotted here. So it's solid down at the bottom there though. So I'm gonna have to cut out this section. So that's kind of a bigger, I wasn't expecting to find that, so. Like I said, dude, I almost had you. But I got all the filler sanded down except for there, because I don't care about that right now. This is all gonna be kind of one shot. But I got from this lineup, so I did this spot, this spot, this spot, not there because I gotta do the pinstripe. The door still needs a little more sanding. And this spot I didn't sand yet. I got the first coat done on the hood here, so I just wanted to fill in the void with the fiberglass reinforced filler, just so that I have a strong base to put my actual filler on. So that's where I'm gonna leave it today. I'm gonna take the Chrysler home because I don't want to drive it now until it's done. So be working on it almost every day. I got some metal work to do. I did at least a couple hours worth of metal work on this quarter panel, and hopefully I don't find any more rust. I'm hoping there's none behind here on the fender. I'm hoping there's none on the fenders. My kind of understanding is that I shouldn't have to do anything other than sand the fenders down. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, check out my channel and other videos that I have, and comment, let me know what you think, and we'll see you soon.